All right, up to this point, we have been doing, for the most part, when we play melodies, we've been using just the 5 notes that we can play with our 5 fingers without having to stretch them out. So for example, we're playing in C position, we're playing C, D, E, F, and G, and the furthest we usually have had to stretch is between C and G, unless we're playing a chord. So like when we were playing an F chord, we had to move our pinky up to the A. When we play a G7 chord, we had to move our thumb down to the B. Okay? Well, now we're going to be playing, we're going to be stretching our fingers a little bit to play what we call harmonic sixths. And when I say sixths, we're talking about the interval of a sixth, which is 6 notes, including the first note, from C. So C, D, E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So C to A would be a sixth. So this is on page 83 and 84 of the book. And so measuring 6 on page 83, you can see it shows you from middle C, walking up all the way to the A. And then it shows you that in relation to the other intervals. So like the interval of a second would be from C to D. Then you've got interval of a third, which is line to line, and it's from C to E. And then you've got interval of a fourth from C to F, interval of a fifth from C to G, and interval of a sixth from C to A. When you put those together, we would call them harmonic intervals, and it would be the second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. All right, in the left hand, similar. We've got C to D would be a second, 5th finger on the C, 4th finger, ring finger on the D. So 5th finger and 4th finger together would be a second. Then 5 and 3, then 5 and 2, then 5 and 1. C and G would be a 5th. Then 5 and 1, but you move your thumb to the A. That would make it a 6th from C to A. All right, so then the song that we're playing, Lavender's Blue, we've got to practice going between the 5th and the 6th. The 5th in the right hand and the 6th. So this is really important that you are paying attention to when the note is a G and when the note is an A. Because when the top note is a G with your 5th finger or with your 1st finger in the left hand, then you're going to be playing a 5th from C to G. You're going to be in 5-finger position, C and G. So in the first measure, we have C, G, G, and then together. Then in the third measure, we have C, A, A. That's on the space, the second space above the second line. The second line would be G, the second space would be A. So you're going to move your pinky up to play the A. Then together, then the right hand continuing on the second line, we have the same thing, C, G, G. And then you walk down. And then you have a repeat sign, so we go back to the beginning and play that again. And then we go to the third line, and we have, and then a third, C and E together. That was the right hand notes. The left hand notes, we've got a C chord, then we have another C chord, and then we have an F chord, 1, 2, and 5 on C, F, and A. And then we have C, F, A broken up. Back to the C chord on the second line, and then we have intervals. You notice it says 1, 5, 1, 5. Remember, you got to watch the notes though, because the 1, 5, the first 1, 5 is on C and A. The second 1, 5 is on C and G. So it goes then 2 and 5, C and F, and then 3 and 5, C and E. Remember, your pinky is 5. All right, and then we walk down, and we have a repeat. We go back to the beginning, we play the whole 2 lines again, and we play the last line. Okay, there's two other things to note here. One is dynamics. We've got mezzo forte, MF, which means moderately loud, and we play that throughout until the very last line. On the very last line, we decrescendo. That's what that sign is right there. So we decrescendo, get softer down to piano, which means soft, ritardando at the end, which means slow down. And at the same time, we're adding our pedal. So you add the right pedal to play the last few chords there. And at the very end, we have a fermata sign, which means to hold it out. All right, so we put all that together and it's gonna sound like this.